Hello everyone and welcome back to MSFS World Flight Tour. Thanks for joining me. Hope you guys are okay. So I am still in Arba Minch for a few days now. Actually didn't intend to be here for so long, but that's the way it goes. So today I'm planning to take a flight from here to the capital of Ethiopia, which is Addis Ababa, formerly the airport, international airport, is formerly called Haile Selassie Airport. Okay, but that name was changed. All right, this airport here is just go a bit higher. You can see a bit more of the surrounding terrain. So there we are. Got quite a few houses around there. So we are on the southern section of Ethiopia. All right, and so this airport is called Arba Minch, which basically means 40 springs. So it's got quite a lot of lakes and stuff around here. All right, cool. So this is my second live stream. All right, so yeah, just bear with me. All right, okay, so there's the TBM 850. Now I'll just show you basically where I am in the world. So right, so if I move my world tour map, you can see just how much I've covered. So there we go. The orange lines means the flight that I have taken, and that's where I was in Gatwick. That's way back last year in February, and I have flown all the way through, through Egypt, Sudan, and now coming towards the end of Africa. Flew over to Madagascar and flew over to Madagascar and basically here, okay, in Ethiopia. Then on to, is it Djibouti? And flying across to Saudi Arabia and on into to Dubai and yeah, so on and so forth. So I've still got quite a way to go, and judging at the rate at which I'm carrying out these legs, I'm going to be still flying at this time next year. Okay, so I really got to speed it up. All right, so today is just a short hop really from here to Addis Ababa. Okay, and yeah, that's where we are. Okay, cool. So right, so now just looking at our trip for today. Okay, so here is where we're going to be going. Okay, so actually, do you know what? I'm not sure why my aircraft isn't displaying. It should be. All right, it's actually at Marsabit. Let me just check this thing out. Not sure why I've loaded it up there. Marsabit should have been at Arba Minch. That's interesting. Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely should be at Arba Minch, so perhaps I loaded it. Yeah, I loaded it at the wrong airport. Look at that. That's not good, is it? Right, okay, so let's get to Arba Minch. So I'm just going to put you on a B right back, and I'm going to load it up to the correct airport. So yeah, just stand by. I'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we are now at the correct airport. Okay. Yeah, which is Arba Minch. Okay, not Marsabit. Okay, so yeah, so this is the area we are in. Okay, so let's just jump forward with this, and there we are. That's it. That's the one. Okay, cool. So yeah, same flight plan. And yeah, same everything, just we are there. All right, cool. So let me jump back into the airport, into the aircraft. Okay, like so. So welcome to the cockpit of the TBM 850. Now, we are going to be using say intentions, okay, which is what you can see here. So this is the app. All right, and this is where it's all at. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be using that. Okay, I have filed a IFR flight plan, but there is no tower here. It's literally just CTAF, which is Common Traffic Advisory Frequency. All right, pretty much like 122.8. Okay, not sure why it's decimal niner, but yeah, it is. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. And we'll see how that goes. All right, so now let's just move that over there like that. And I just want to get this aircraft started really. Okay, so pre-flight checks, everything is in its correct positions. Okay, we just check that. So let's just turn this on first of all, the crash bar and nav, and switch that to auto and bat on. Okay, we'll leave those off for now. Good. Emergency light test, and we'll switch that down. Oxygen is checked. Okay, ignition is in auto. Battery is 25 volts. All right, cool. So, parking brake is on, landing gear is down. And we just do a lights check here, and also one here as well. And the ECS right there. Okay, so let's just switch on the radio master. Right, cool. And we'll just get our flight plan and load that up. So set destination. So let's go cancel, menu, import. Now we're going to import it from SimBrief. That is the right one. Yep. Okay, there we go. That's the correct one. Okay, so we've got 20,000 feet here, flight level 200. And that's our cruise altitude. And we're going to be going into runway 7 right, which isn't. Oh no, it's got 7 left here. Should actually be 7 right according to the flight plan. But anyway, ATC may have different plans for us. We'll see just how well say intentions work. I'm actually going to fly the first part VFR and then see if I can request my or pick up my IFR as I go. All right, cool. All right, so let's just shut that down. So we got it right here. And if we zoom out, we can see our flight plan there. There you go. So Shala is where our arrival is. And then we head straight in. So yeah, pretty nice little flight plan there. Okay, all right, cool. So let's just tune in to see if we can get some frequency on. So now you can actually right click this to set it if you want to your COM1. active. So if I do that, you can see it's gone straight over to COM1 122.9er. Okay. All right. So yeah, and if we have a look at our live map, we can see that the system has injected some aircraft there. Okay, if we look outside, let's see if we can see that. So this is its own traffic injection. Okay, you can see one or two aircrafts there. Okay. Right, these are all AI aircrafts on the Say Intentions network, so I can actually get rid of them if I want to. Right, not that one actually. Let's have a look. This one, yes, that's AI. I can remove that one. If we click here, we can see that there's a little legacy. This is AI parked. Okay, the grey ones there. Okay, the yellow ones are Say Intention pilots. All right. Okay, so back inside, and let's just get this aircraft started. All right, so let's go home and utilities and checklists. Okay, so crash lever is up, source selector, it says off, it's off. All right, generator selector, that's on main, it is now. Starter is off, ignition, auto, exterior lights off. Gyros all off, emergency lights test, circuit breakers they're all in, de-icing switches all off, landing gear control lever that's down, autopilot master that is all off, radio master well it's on but we need that on so we'll just check that and take that anyway. Bleed air, so all these controls here are off, air conditioning's off, dump switch which is this one is guarded. Okay, ram air handle that's in. Auto fuel selector, this one up here, is manual and auto auxiliary boost pump, that's off. Okay, tank selector is left or right. ELT, which is the red one here, is armed. Cool, parking brake is set. Now all these guys are in the correct positions apart from this one here, so we want full prop. And just checking that they all work. They all work, okay. We'll put the flaps all the way down because that's part of the checklist. And manual override lever, that there's all checked. Okay, well, we'll put that up actually because it does say if it's up. Don't want to jump the checklist now. Battery bus supply. Okay, we'll check that here. And go to the electrics page, and that is good. Alright, source selector, BAT or GPU, voltmeters 25, exterior lights panel, lights tested, fuel gauges, now quantity, that is sufficient. So let's have a look at the payload, and we have got 445, no, it needs to be a bit more than that. There we go, 490 will cover us. Cool, so fuel gauges, check quantity, that's good, advisory panel 1 and 2. Oxygen annunciator, that's extinguished, interior lights as required. ECS, which is that little button there. Okay, that's good. Flaps, now we can put the flaps down, all the way down. Alright, cool. Landing gear lights test, oh we haven't done that yet, so let's just do the test there. That's all good. And pitot, I'm going to check these two guys here. Yeah, that's working. And pitot heat off, de-icing, light test, source selector. Okay, that's good. Alright, so pre-flight is complete. That was it. That's all there is to it. Right, nose of baggage door. Okay, so that's on the outside. It didn't open that, and that's not indicating opened. So engine compartment, that's all closed. Cabin access door and pilot door. Okay, what's the temperature inside here? 28, so that's going to get a bit hot actually. But we're going to start the engine very soon, and we'll put the air cons on. Okay, when you close the door, just check that that goes green right there. Okay, pilot door is latched, and just make sure that the door annunciator is off as well. Okay, seats and seat belts, oxygen pressure is checked, oxygen supply, that's on, passenger oxygen, microphone selector is good, and starter is off, ignition auto, landing gear control is down, radio master on, source selector is battery, and horn test, done that. Right, door annunciator, that's extinguished, fuel gauges, check quantity, and select this to auto. And auto select is extinguished. Cool. Okay, and shift. That's working. And ITT test. All good. Nice. So, right, that's good. So, exterior lights as required. Right, so now it's time for our engine start. Okay, so we've checked all this is down. Okay, and yeah, looks like we can go for a start. So source selectors, battery, auxiliary boost pump on. You should hear the auxiliary boost pump. If we check this out, we can see here, engine, you can see the auxiliary boost pump spinning away, and the fuel actually shot out down here, so you can actually see it. FCU is green, which means we're all okay and ready to start. Right, that's on. Okay, auxiliary boost pump light is illuminated. Fuel pressure light is extinguished, so we've got fuel pressure here. You can see it's in the green. Okay, that's cool. And ignition auto. Okay, starter on. All right, so let's go and get this thing fired up. Okay, we're going to shout clear, clear prop. Right, let's hope we've got no problems. There we go. So we're just looking for the prop rotation is good. Starter is flashing, ignition is stable, and we're looking for 13%, which we've got. Up comes condition lever to low idle. Looking at the ITT for hot start, it's going to max out at 916, I think that is. And looking at the NG for a hot start, so a hung start, sorry. All right, that's cooling down nicely. And looking at the oil temperatures, that is in the green. Okay, and at 54 we can turn off the starter and engage the high on the condition lever. Right, we have a good start. Cool. Just go through the rest of this and auxiliary boost pump, switch that up to auto. Right, and make sure the light's extinguished. Okay, so pretty much we want to get a clear panel with this. Voltmeter should be about 28%, and ammeter, yeah, ammeter is charging. Okay, cool. Okay, we can skip to the after engine start. Okay, let's just put the inert sep on and put these two guys on. Right, cool. Gyros all on. That's these guys up here. Okay, we'll switch the tax light on. And yeah, so gyro instruments, that's coming on. We got gyro slaving, and the switch is on slave. Sorry, not suction rather, and then slaving. Okay, radio master is on, and prop de-ice over here, so that's checked. Not that we're going to have any icing issues. Right, now this isn't coming on. The reason being because I haven't got bleeds turned on, so let's just switch that on all the way up. Okay, take the temperature down because we need to get the temperature down a little bit, 32. And the cool thing about the black square TBM is that when you do close the doors, it does recognize that it's going to get hotter inside the aircraft, so it does actually get hot inside here. So let's just cool it down. That's going down to 31 now, so I'm going to cool it right down. Outside air temperature is 25 degrees. Yeah, not bad, bearable. And okay, so we'll check the airframe de-ice, and you can see the boots there kicking out, and the other one should be cycling round, and there we go. Okay, so we can turn that off, and that's all checked. That's all checked. Good. Okay, airframe inertial set is on. Ammeter checked. Generator standby. So just check the standby generator, and that's registering about 28 volts. That's cool. Flaps up. Bleed air auto fan is on. Air conditioning on, and cabin temperature is set. Airflow distributor, which is this one here. Cabin altitude, right, let's set our altitude before we forget. So we are going up to 20,000 feet. And we click that once more. We can set our rate of climb, which is going to be 2,000, and click engage, and you can see, well, let's go down a bit. Oh, so I know why that's not on. This is not on. There we go. It's going to go through a 30-second self-test, so we can't get it up at the moment. Alright. So cabin altitude, that's that one down there, that's set. And weather radar, that's on standby. Okay, cool. EFIS on. Left. Sorry, not that one there. Not that one, sorry. This one here, that's the EFIS. Okay, and this is on. EFIS AHRS. I forgot what that stands for, you know. Things to do with the horizon, automatic horizon, something, just can't remember. Electric trim, that's moving, good. Test, taxi light is on, and inertial set annunciator is on, parking brake. Okay, cool. So we are ready to taxi on out. Now, the thing is that with these guys in front, I'm not going to get to turn. It's going to be too tight. Let's put the track IR on. Okay. Right, yeah, it's going to be too tight to turn, so I'm going to do a little trick that I normally do in these situations. Right, I'm not going to call up. Oh, there's something flying above there actually. Just saw something. Oh, there it is. Just there. One's just taken off. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to call up the native ATC because that's all switched off. Alright, so let's do this little trick. So I'm going to take the parking brake off, okay, and select reverse. So make sure no one's behind me. Just going to pull it into reverse a little bit. So if you okay, the trick is not to touch the brakes. Just let it stop, because if if you touch the brakes, then the aircraft jerks up, so we don't want that. So the nose wheel will literally go into the air and tilt the aircraft backwards. Okay, so that's just my little trick to reverse it out. Alright, cool. Now, let's take these off next checklist. So we're going to basically taxi on out to the runway. Now, I'm going to look for the weather and see what the weather is saying at the moment. So airport lookup. So we are HAAM. So Arba Minch Airport information Lima 2226 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky conditions clear, temperature 15, 15, dew point 10, 10, QNH 1012. Okay, transition level 9,000. Okay, 9,000 on transition level. So it's indicating runway 21 is the active at the moment. So if we set runway 21 here, okay, cool, and we'll set that to GPS. Alright, and now we can actually engage this. There we go, we got out and flight director is on. So runway 21. Okay, let's go to our map and okay, so here we go. So we're basically going to be going heading out, turning left, and heading out in the opposite direction, really. Okay, but yeah, that's it. Right, I'm going to put out, even though we're not here, I'm going to put out a radio call on the CTAF frequency, which was 1229. Arba Minch traffic, TBM 850 is November 852 Papa Sierra. We are taxiing out to runway 21 for VFR departure to the north. There we go. Right, parking brake off. This aircraft will try and run away with you, so let's just set this. Set that right. Okay, which is the better way to turn? Okay, let's just turn. Let's turn left as we're slightly pointing left. A bit more. Okay, so alright, good. Parking brake set. Alright, cool. Alright, so what we've got to do now is a run-up check on this. So we've got a before takeoff checklist, which is right here. So let's do that. So parking brake is set We need to do terrain tests, so all these little buttons here will
Sink
do.
rate. Sink rate.
Okay,
Don't sink. 500.
that's all good.
Pause system test. Okay.
Lovely. Tools test and terrain warning lights test, power lever. So we got to push this up to 1900. Okay, 1900, and then we'll dip the prop down, because we need to recycle this and back up again, so we need to do it twice. And that's good. Okay, and back up. And then we are going to take the prop down, so press the prop governor here, so overspeed governor, and that goes down. So that's good. Okay, so we can put that down. Good, right, so we are just going to go through this checklist here. Right, so we have done this now, done that, and that. And prop governor, yeah, that's all done. Fuel imbalance, auto fuel selector is auto, and auxiliary boost pump is auto, yeah, flaps as required. We'll put that to take off. And pitot 1 and 2, that's good. And de-icing systems, inertial set, that's good. Advisory panel, all off. Engine instruments, that's all set. Flight controls are free and correct. Right, ammeter, let's have a look at that, that's all good. And trims are set. Parking brake release. Alright, cool. And takeoff lights. Good. We're all set now. Let's go. Making sure it's all clear, which it is. Taxi right down to the end of the runway so we can have as much runway in front of us as runway behind us. There's not much use for us, so look at those mountains. Wow. I've never been to this part of the world. Don't think I would take a holiday here. My first choice in holiday destinations, but it sure looks very appealing. So let's just get ourselves turn around. There is a little turn off area here. We'll just creep up around here like so. Cool. Now I'm going to stop here because I normally take a picture right here. It's for my maps progress, world flight tour progress. That's good. Done that. Right, okay, good. So let's check these two strobe lights are on, and next check this takeoff. So HSI compass, yeah, that's correct. Altitude, checked. Altimeters 1012. Altitude selector set. Weather radar, put that on. Landing lights there on. And yeah, it's all good. Transponder, that's we're gonna go VFR. Okay, and yeah, parking brake release, and let's go. Okay, so we're going to be turning basically 35 really, 35, sorry, 035 degrees. Okay, so let's go, shall we? Take off. So we're looking for 85 knots. Airspeed is alive. Knots, rotate. Okay, positive rate, gear up. Got a bit of a crosswind to deal with there. Gears are up. Watching the airspeed. I think that is a bit too ambitious, that rate of climb there. Much too ambitious. It's telling me to go up to nearly 20. Well, that's what I put it up actually, but it's just yeah, a bit too ambitious. Let's just get a picture of that quickly. And we're going to turn left, just bank left a bit. There's the airfield. Very nice. I'm going to take a picture of that actually. That's cool. Right, so above 122, flaps selected up, and we can go to 850 mode, which is this one up here. But first we've got to put the lever down. Sorry, let me just take this round a bit more. Just sort ourselves out on our heading first. Right, airspeed is building up nicely, so we can now just level out. Well, not level out, but well, yes, level out, and then we'll set the autopilot. So I'm going to turn this, bring this down a bit to about 145 autopilot, heading, so nav, and yaw damper, and we can switch to 850 mode. when you switch to 850 mode, do watch your torque up there. You can see it there. It needs to be at that white line. Don't go above the red, otherwise you can damage your engine. You'll get a little torque. So this ITT will come up here, not the torque, sorry. Is it ITT or is it torque? I think it's the torque actually. That will come up. Alright, so we are nicely climbing up. I need to just spin this over a bit more, just get on the heading, spin it over a bit more so we can pick up the GPS. You can see here that we are a little bit away from our course. Right, select IAS. That's going to lock us into climb rate of 1500. And a good thing about selecting IAS mode is that you don't have to keep your eye overly on the speed. It's going to manage the speed for you. So let's just go through our checklist. We do have a climb checklist. I'll just turn these lights off. Next checklist: landing gear is up, flaps are retracted, power lever check, cabin altitude. Let's check down there. Rate of climb, it's good. Cabin diff, cabin temperature as required. Fuel and quantity check. De-icing system is required. Inertial SEP, so I need to take this off because it does slow you down a bit. Look at those gorgeous mountains. Very nice, lovely. Right, can you see the torque? So we've gone over slightly. Bring it down a bit. Alright, so it does actually impact your engine condition. So if we have a look at that, the engine condition is still 100%. So it actually went down to 84%, and then it went down to 0%. So when I was back at one of the airports, I had to get it serviced, and yeah, the engine was almost wrecked really. Right, inertial SEP is off, and next checklist, which is transition altitude, which is 9,000. So we can select standard. On there, altimeters, cabin pressurization monitor, which is here. Oh, do you know what we need to do actually? One thing I forgot to do is set this for 20, otherwise we're going to get an alert as the cabin pressure is going to be way out. So good job, I spotted that with the checklist. So cabin pressure, pulse lights off. Next checklist, which is the cruise. Okay, not there yet, so cool. Right, let's just zoom out, see where we are, and we are there. Let's have a look outside the beautiful scenery, just passing over one of the lakes now. so we're at 1500. Got there pretty quickly, really. Turn the power up slightly just to get it maximised as much as we can. So what I generally do, so that I keep up my skills for flying the big jet, when I arrive at the international airports, I will take a flight from there in a A320 Airbus or 737, and yeah, just get myself hands-on from one of those aircrafts there. I haven't yet got the 737-800. I don't have MSFS 2024. Just haven't got the systems to run that. I have actually purchased it from the store, but I actually cannot run it really to any decent level unless I turn all the settings to about halfway, which you don't want to do really. You don't want to do that really, so I just thought it's just better not to have it really, not to install it. Right, let's get in touch with Same Intention, see if we can pick up that iPhone flight plan. So let's go, or not Same Intention, sorry, ATC. Alright, let's go to ground now. Right, let's go. It's got SkyOps here, so let's go 122. I'm not sure if that is center. I'm looking for center, but it's got center here in red. So let's tune that on COP 1 and see what it is. So let's.
Addis Ababa, right for Alpha Prime Tango. What's the transition altitude, please? Good afternoon. Could you tell me the transition altitude, please, for Alpha Prime Tango?
Alpha 5 Tango. Transition altitude is 11,000 feet.
Right, we've got a little bit of a cabin pressure issue.
To 9,000 feet, right for Alpha Prime Tango.
Right, let's just turn this up a bit.
You're welcome.
Turn it up a bit more. That should go out soon. But the way I deal with that is just to dump the air a bit like that. Now it does hurt the ears a bit, okay, but hopefully that's solved the problem. Right, let's see how far we are. So distance. Right, let's call up, shall we? Arba Minch Sensor. November 852 Papa Sierra is type TBM 850, 5.6 nautical miles south of Oknet. Request to pick up a flight plan to Addis Ababa.
Sierra. Say altitude and heading. Confirm destination. Addis Ababa.
Yeah, current flight level is flight level 200. We are on a 035 heading 2.8 nautical miles south of Oknet. Request IFR flight plan to Addis Ababa. So let's see if she can pick up my IFR flight plan.
52 Papa Sierra. Clear to bowl. Direct alternate. Then as filed. Squawk 4461. And ident.
Yeah, direct to Ognet, Squawk 4461, ident, November 852 Papa Sierra. Right, 4461 Squawk, so that's here, 4461 on the transponder and ident, which is this one here, that one, altitude reporting. I just put it on, it's the same thing really.
52 Papa Sierra. I'll have you descending in about 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner.
Received 52 Papa Sierra. Cool. About 20
52 Papa
minutes.
Sierra. Not clear what you said. Say again.
Yeah, roger. Right, now despite its imperfections, for want of better words, I quite enjoy the Say Intentions. You know, there's improvements to be made.
Control TBM 379, ready for descent.
But I do enjoy it. It's very good. Right, so we're at cruise, so let's just go through our cruise checklist. So, cruise power lever. Okay, so we can reduce the power lever. Now, I normally come out of 850 mode when we are in the cruise. You don't really need it. Only just use it for climb. Okay, and reduce the prop to about 19. Just to relax it a bit. You can hear that. There we go, 19. Okay, so power lever down to about 88. Okay. And that's done. Fuel quantity, balance is checked. Cabin pressurization. Yeah, that's good. So I told you it's gone off. Just hit the dump, and that just dumps some of the pressure off. Enough separators off, and ignition. Well, that's where it is. We don't have heavy precipitation. Okay, next one is descent. Okay, so let's see where she's going to descend me. If we go to utilities and go to VNAV, this is a VNAV, so when we are in range, it will basically guide us down with a descent profile. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Cool. And I like to put this on radar, so let's just put it right there. Radar, push the top of it, then turn it on, click OK, push the top again, and there we are. So that lets us see which other aircraft is near us. We can increase the range a bit to about 24 nautical miles, so that gives us a good indication just at a glance there. Right, so how far away are we? Right, 27.5 nautical miles away. Okay, so she's going to give us our descent. Okay, so yeah, still quite early for descent. But I like to have a look at the approach, so let's just go to the airport. Okay, so waypoint info, let's look at our weather. Okay, so we got altimeter at 1024 hectopascals, 3024. Wind at south-southeast 1607 knots. Visibility is 10 kilometers, 6.2 statutory miles. Temperature is good, 23. 2.6 clouds. Few clouds at 2600 reported AGR. Okay, cool. Weather's good. And yeah, so let us look at charts. So view chart. Sorry, let's just go here. Elevation 7006. Wow. Wow. Okay, view chart. So info. Let's select airport. Okay, and just take a look at the airport. Just have a look outside. Just check around us. Right, so airport. So we're going to be on either 7 left or 7 right. They could vector us into 25 right, 25 left, which do have RLSs. What else have we got? Okay, 8 is there, 1, 2, 8, 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tune ATIS to 1285 here. And just put it on. Put it on COM2, so we can easily switch over. Okay, like that. You can switch over now. 128.5.
Level 150, advise on course heading.
There we go. See, that's just it's just much more expedient. Like when you got the frequencies on standby, ready to go. And we've got. Okay, we don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, so yep. Right. So let's go to our arrivals. Select arrivals. We are let's just see my arrival again. Home, flight plan. So we got the Shell 7 Alpha arrival. Shell 7 Alpha arrival. Cool. Right, now, oh, it's down here, isn't it? There we go. Shell 7 Alpha arrival. Okay, there we are. We're at the arrival now. Let's just check this actually chart. Utilities, VNav. No, it's not even giving us a VNav yet. Time to top of descent. Nope, not even there yet. Okay, charts. Okay, so having a look at this. Okay, going down to Matrix. On to Decimal Liner.
Contact O. Approach on 119.7.
Alright, that's that. So we know our arrival. So let's just go to our approach. Select approach. I'm not sure which one she's going to give me, so we'll watch out for that one. Now, according to, let's have a look at Navigraph, is 7 right, it says here. That's interesting. Well, it doesn't really matter, either one of these. 7 right, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. We'll see which one she gives us.
Ethiopian 841, 25,000 feet, heading 197, equipped by and Ethiopian 841, ready to copy line 5%.
I like how people just talk into the AI ATC just as if it's a person, you know. It's really cool to hear it. They're just like just normal talking, like you're talking to somebody, you know, like a vaccine controller. I think it's really cool. Right, let's just select one of these. Let's just go for the right.
08, descend, flight level 140.
Right, so our altitude 9950. Okay, 9950. That's basically where we want to be at the end of the day. You can see here this Maltese Falcon cross here. That's where we want to be. That's our descent point. I'm going to have to give an eye on these here as well because it is an RNAV, so we don't have the luxury of having a precision approach. But we're just in a TBM 850, so you know, it shouldn't be a problem really. I've done many of them on this flight tour. It's just my altitude now. Just need to give an eye on that. Still a bit early to descend. fuel looking? Yeah, fuel's looking good. There's no problem there with the fuel. Right, we've got an aircraft here, 2,700, 2,800 climbing. Now he is 37 nautical miles away, so we won't see him.
November Romeo Charlie. Verify your stalking. 4171. MSFS incident advancement. Mode. Initial mode Charlie.
Right, we're 20,000 feet flight level. 0200, and our descent point out airport is 76. Right, so I'm just working out. Let's have a look. Not very good at maths. Right, so it's 12,340. So basically, flight level 20,000, flight level 200. Take away the airport elevation gives us 12,340. If we times that by 3, then we're looking at 37 nautical miles before we start our descent.
Hotel. Contact Bow. Approach on 119.7.
Right, so on this leg we've got 21 nautical miles.
Ethiopia 157. Addis Ababa Center. Identified. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, I like that. Time is only 7:11. Oh, look at that! Look, we've got a contrails just over there. Some aircraft passed us at some point. Back of the aircraft. So the only airport I can see around us is this one here. If we were to have any engine trouble,
Kenya 100 Hotel. Addis Ababa Center. Climb flight level 380.
I really should be higher, you know, give myself more chance of survival. Should I have an engine out issue? should have climbed to the max ceiling for the TBM 850, which is 31,000 feet.
Whenever you'd like to send, flight level 180.
Yeah, descending now to flight level 180, 52 Papa Sierra. Right, I do like that. Whenever you like to descend, that's really cool. Okay, so let's just select flight level. I think she's just trying to bring me down gradually, really. Let's just
52 Papa Sierra. Descend altitude 13,000 feet. Turn right, heading 035 vectors for the RNAV runway. 25 left approach. QNH 1017.
Alright, so let's get this back up. Yeah, descend flight level 130. Turn right heading 035 vectors for the RNAV runway 25 left. Approach QNH 1017, 52 Papa Sierra.
52 Papa Sierra. Descend altitude 12,000 feet. QNH 1017.
Descend 12,000 feet, QNH 1017, 52 Papa Sierra. Right, let's get that down to 12. Bring us down pretty early, really. So we're going into 2.5. Thought as much. I thought they would do something a little different with us.
52 Papa Sierra. Contact. Bowl approach on 119.7.
Bold approach 119.7. Thanks for your ATC. Good day. 52 Papa Sierra. Bold approach, November 8, 52 Papa Sierra is flight level 180 with you.
S85 and S85 to Papa Sierra, bold approach identified. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I keep forgetting my manners. Come on, come on. Good morning.
Ethiopia 22 heavy bold departure, radar contact.
Actually, we are closer than what. Let's descend a bit more. Actually, and let's slow it down a bit.
Papa Sierra, turn right heading 050.
Oh yeah, I should just say that. Yeah, turn right heading 050, 52 Papa Sierra. Yeah, she did say that actually. Turn right. Well, I'm going to put the inertial separator on as we are below 200, so that come on, that'll help to slow us down a bit. And let's get right. So descent.
73, contact Addis Ababa Center on 125.1.
We'll just put this on now because we are only a small aircraft, so and pulse as well. And we've set the
Ethiopia 809er, climb flight level
altimeters.
330. Ethiopian 809er, contact Addis Ababa Center on 125.1.
Right, so let me let's go to flight plan. Two five left. That's what she gave me. Right, 25 left. So let's just set up the RLS for 25 left.
Ethiopian 815, climb flight level 310.
Move. So let's go to load procedure, approach, ILS 25 left, Zulu. Right, load and activate approach. Right, cool. Oh, what's going on? Thought I froze just there. I thought I froze, I really did. No, come on, I can't freeze. Not on the live stream.
809er, climb flight level 290.
Alright, so we've got the approach. Turn right, heading 055, 52 Papa Sierra. Turn right, heading 055. I'm just taking my speed. Let's just put this up a bit more. Okay, so we've got the ILS frequency loaded up, and I just want to check this, check the charts here. Oops, not that one. Let's go flight plan. Right, let's get rid of this, and we're going to go to approaches. Select ILS 25 left. There we go. Full screen. 9880. Right, so 128. Tower is 118. 118. 100. Okay, enter. That's on standby. select one of these. Let's go to this one. Okay. Go to direct. Okay, so go direct. Well, I shouldn't really, because she hasn't given me that heading really. So she said 055, so I'll stay on 055 actually.
Emirates 724, contact Addis Ababa Center on 125.1.
She's really busy.
Thank you.
Right, let's just finish reading this. Okay, 1115, final approach course is 252. Okay, and 30 minimums. Climb out on runway track to exit to AB116. Then we go to AB116, then turn. Climb into 14,500 and hold as directed, so we're going to be holding there if we have a missed approach. So we're heading to AB112, and we can swing round. Are we heading to AB112? What did I select? No, I selected something else. Over here, so it doesn't matter. It'll give us a nice good distance to set ourselves up. Turn right, heading 0265, 52 Papa Sierra. No, did I say 065, isn't it? 065. Yeah. There we go. That's exactly on the heading that I selected. Cool. So we've got a headwind here of 2 knots against us.
Ethiopian 901, contact Addis Ababa Center on 125.1.
Right, we've passed the airport.
Papa Sierra, descend altitude 1,000 feet, turn left, heading 040.
Unable to report. Requesting cruise level 300,
Yeah, descending left flight level 1,000 feet, turn left, heading 040, 52 Papa Sierra.
Emirates 501, climb flight level 300.
Right, I should have gone through my descent checklist. Right, altimeter set, cabin altitude.
52 Papa Sierra, 5 miles from Alpha Bravo 951. Turn left heading 320, descend altitude 10,000 feet until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 25 left approach.
Yeah, turn left heading 320, descend 1,000 feet until established, cleared for the RNF runway 25 left approach. Right. 1,000 feet. Did you say 1,000? Sorry. She said 1,000 feet. Turn left heading 320. Is that 3333? Yes, 320. Right, need to take off this turn now to 252. Uh, 252. And it says RNAV, but I'm going to be using the ILS. Switch that to approach. Right, I'm going to take it off.
Ethiopian 710 heading.
Ethiopian 710, contact Addis Ababa Center on 125.1. 52 Papa Sierra, contact Ball Tower on 118.1 crossing Alpha Bravo 951.
Yeah, 1181 crossing Alpha Bravo 951, 52 Papa Sierra. Right, crossing. Right, let me just get up. I can't see this. Let's just get the.
Departure Ethiopian 430 2000 for 4000.
Okay,
Ethiopian
take
430
that off.
radar contact, climb and maintain 12 2000.
Autopilot.
Climb 12 2000 Ethiopian 430.
And just hand flight down. Oh, I tell you what, actually, sorry. There we go. Right, okay, so flaps below 178. And landing gear down.
Ethiopian 430 contact Addis Ababa Center on 125.1.
Addis Ababa Center, November 852 Papa Sierra is established for runway 25 left.
N85 SPS 852 Papa Sierra Bowl Tower Roger. 52 Papa Sierra winds 170 at 5. runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land, 52 Papa Sierra.
Cessna 152, climb and maintain flight level 160. Report reaching altitude.
Right, let's get a quick picture.
Cessna 152, contact full approach on 119er decimal 7.
Just completing this checklist.
Contact departure on 119.7.
Okay, before landing, altimeters, decision height.
Ethiopia 881, welcome to Bowl. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Neutral separators are on. Oops, getting a bit sticky now. Right, so let's just slow it down a bit. We need to get below 122 before we can select full flaps. Okay, flaps full.
Ethiopia 901, Arba Minch Aiorport. Contact departure on 119.7. Ethiopia 815, contact departure.
And we're looking for 85 knots. Landing. And reverses. Okay, cool. Oh, looks like it's gone. Flight sim is gone. Sorry. Flight sim is conked out. It's completely gone. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Flight sim has completely conked out. So just on landing. So yeah. There it is. There it is, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, we landed and it was, yeah, I enjoyed the flight. So pity we didn't get to taxi out or taxi into the gates. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it for the live stream. Sorry about that. It has been happening uh, quite frequently actually, so I don't know why that's just conked out like that. But yeah, okay. Anyway, listen, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Do consider subscribing to the channel and also hit the like button as well. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.